Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Flesh Wound Farce, where we review and discuss your and our favorite comedy films. This is the world's first and only combination trivia host and professional wrestling announcer of Chilean descent and currently resides in Southern California, Ozzy V. And with me, as always, on this program, first in the Northern California Bay Area, world-famous juggler Greg Larson. How you doing, Greg?
I'm good, but I'm realizing more and more you're getting closer to Daenerys Targaryen with your crazy long name of introduction. It's pretty fantastic. How you doing, Ozzy?
I'm good.
All right, Larry.
Todd, Flesh Wound producer, chilling?
I'm ready to argue if this is a Christmas movie or not. Actually, if you go by my rules, it's not. But we'll talk about it. If you take Christmas out of the equation, is it a Christmas movie?
I know, and I actually would be able to argue you on that we'll get later. That we'll be announcing. We'll have a spoiler alert because this did come out 2016, about 5 years ago. Release date was actually December 5th. 2016, rated R, with a runtime of approximately an hour and 45 minutes, directed by Josh Gordon and Will Speck, written by John Lucas, Scott Moore, and Timothy Dowling, starring Jason Bateman, Olivia Munn, TJ Miller, Jennifer Aniston, Kate McKinnon, and I just need to throw out Sam Richardson because he was absolutely awesome. Todd, let's see the trailer.
All right.
Ooh, somebody's getting fired.
Oh no, it's my sister.
You're having a Christmas party tonight?
So it's not a Christmas party. It's a non-denominational holiday mixer. More inclusive.
Well, whatever you call it, it's not happening.
All right, it's canceled.
Hey, idiot, I'm looking right at you.
Okay, we're not doing it. We'll still do it.
This branch is failing. I'm shutting you down.
You gotta give us a little bit of time to turn this around.
All right.
If by some miracle you can close Walter Davis and his $14 million account, your jobs are safe.
Done. You'll see, you're gonna look so stupid.
Then we'll finally have something in common.
God damn it, it's so mean! Guys, what if we show him at the greatest time of his life at our Christmas party tonight? This is how we save everybody's job.
It's not the worst idea.
Walter, do you party?
I used to.
It's F-word Christmas, B-words. Let's get mother F-word drunk. Watson.
It's my birthday.
Ah, really committing. That's nice.
Light the candle.
Merry Christmas, bitches! Right down the chimney, folks! Yeah!
Greatest party ever. Hashtag open bar.
Who are you sending that to?
Everyone in Chicago.
I am the CEO of Xenotech. Please just drive.
I just dropped off 4 people there at that party tonight. They gave me 3 stars like a bunch of bitches.
What did you just say?
I said they were a bunch of bitches.
Tonight, the decisions you make will have consequences that will haunt you for the rest of your professional lives.
Pull over or I will shoot your penis in the face.
I love America! Don't stop!
Let's party.
Don't stop! Don't stop! I love this company!
What did you guys do to him?
I feel alive!
I think he meant to swing there.
Yeah! I'm about to just black out.
Where'd you get these?
Be better if I didn't say.
You know, this has such a great cast that Rob Corddry's also in the movie. He's not like announced or credited like, in the trailer, but we'll get into that momentarily. I had no knowledge this movie even existed, to be honest. But I'm glad I ran into it. It's a pretty basic story with trying to convince a client to save the branch, but still just the hijinks and antics that take place.
It's the whole "we got to save this" trope.
Yeah, but it was executed well.
Oh yeah, there's tons of them that have that trope that are great. It's just one of those.
Absolutely, and one of those that you should watch. I'm not getting the rating just yet, but initial thoughts, I thoroughly enjoyed this. It was actually, I was actually having some technical difficulties towards the middle that I was watching this, and I was actually getting somewhat frustrated because I wanted to see what was going to happen next. I was pretty drawn in by all the stuff that was going on. Todd?
Yeah, I actually, I remember when this came out, but I didn't really like sit down and watch it till I believe it was last year. And yeah, I really liked it, and I'm glad we watched it for this because I was going to watch it anyway. So yeah, I am a fan of this one. Wish I would have watched it sooner because I could have been watching it more often.
And Greg.
Yeah, this is one like you, Ozzy. I don't even remember it being advertised. So it was really cool to check this one out. The cast, I don't know why I didn't know about this movie because there's so many amazing people in this movie. So it's weird that it slipped by. Maybe I was on a cruise ship. That's why for that year. So that's probably
Wait a second.
why.
Wait a second. You mean like they don't have a movie theater on a cruise? What kind of?
Yeah,
Come on
I
now.
know. It's garbage. But yeah, no, this was great. I'm really glad you guys brought it in. It's definitely gonna reach my circulation for movies. I don't know about Christmas time or not.
All right. I know I brought that up earlier, and I think I argued out because Ozzy was going to say why it would still be. And I think I know the reason. Ozzy, why?
Do we want to let's talk about our favorite moments?
Okay.
Let's do a rate, and then we'll do spoiler alert, and then we'll talk about that moment.
Beauty.
Okay, then. So funniest moment. I mentioned Rob Corddry, and I'm not going to say what his actual word for word verbatim line was, but the whole purpose of this party is to woo this client that they're trying to secure the account for. And when they go introduce him to well, they don't even go introduce him. It's Rob Corddry goes up to Jason Bateman and says, and just like starts going off. And oh, good. He's our manager of customer service. He's like, yeah, hi. I swear and just starts going off on a tangent, cussing, dropping F-bombs. And it's like, wow, I feel I've been where this guy is right now. If I'm gonna ball tap somebody, I'm gonna ball tap somebody. And especially like when he was done, and the response of he's in customer service, he's a lot better on the phone. Oh, that's funny. I just I felt an extra connection there. I've been there. Not necessarily specifically with ball tapping, but you know, that kind of level of frustration. Greg?
Well, man, there's a lot to choose from. That's for sure. But I think one of the moments that a line just got to me so well was without spoiling it, there's a awkward intimate moment, and so the female of this duo walks out getting upset, and she's like, why can't you be normal and save that shit for the fourth date? Oh God, it was so great.
Yes,
like those
yes,
kind
yes.
of this movie was filled with those moments.
And Todd?
I was going back and forth on this because anytime Jillian Bell, Trina, the pimp, is on screen, she has me dying. But if I'm going to pick a moment, there's a bit with Mary where I'll just, without ruining another one, where she's talking about when she had to put her own complaint against her own HR complaint against herself. The line that she said is what gets me.
Yes, right. Yeah. See, and I think something that's really important to point out is if you'll notice the three moments that we brought up weren't moments from any one of the major stars. Still, mainly a part of the supporting cast. Like, granted, Todd, your moment was of Kate McKinnon's, who is the most of note of the three, but still her character at that time wasn't as big as she is now.
Right.
So I think it's indicative that this movie, it has like a decent story, but it has so many strong performances that you're just drawn in and just you're happy to go along for the ride. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
No,
you're
you're
totally right. There's even some fun running gags with some of that supporting cast, like Kate McKinnon's got her gas issues, and but for those of you watching the YouTube channel, by the looks of Olivia Munn and Kate McKinnon on that poster behind you, Ozzy, it looks like you might be having some of your own.
Yeah. My bad.
It happens.
Okay, so I wanted to rate this a solid 4. Not quite 4.5, but I'm a very solid, strong 4. Confident 4.
There you go. You know,
Greg?
this is definitely a grower, not a shower of a movie. Because I was trying, like, as you're watching it, like the way I kind of have a rating in my mind as it's going through. And I was like, okay, 3.5, you know, in the beginning and towards the middle, but it just got better and better. And so I'm actually going to bring it up to a 4.5. Like, this movie ended up being really solid and had a lot of great funny moments and a good story to boot.
Yes. Todd?
Well, I'm a 4. I'm with Ozzy on this, but I can't argue for anything higher.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's a fun watch, and like so far since I've seen it, I've watched it every year.
Absolutely. Okay, so that being said, it's now safe that we venture into the spoiler alert section. Those that haven't seen this movie and that do not wish to be spoiled, you can turn this off now. Or if you don't mind being spoiled for a comedy, you can stay listening. All right. Okay. So Todd, your whole thing about whether a movie can be considered a Christmas movie is if you can take Christmas out of it and can you still have the same movie, right?
And there is one thing that I thought of that would prevent it.
Yeah. It's a Santa suit, right?
No.
Because he's got the money strapped to his chest because he was going to give it out as Santa Claus.
You could wear that. He could have been wearing any suit. It could have been an Easter
No,
bunny
but
suit.
he wouldn't have a reason to hand it out as Santa Claus. That's why he had it to his chest. He was going to hand it out because he was going to be Santa Claus handing out everybody's bonuses. Had it not been to Christmas time, he wouldn't have been able to have dressed as Santa nor have give people their bonuses.
Well, that's not the one I thought of because I think you could still work your way out of that of him just giving bonuses. But the one you can't work your way out of is the snow machine. So,
you can still be winter. It doesn't have to be Christmas.
Well, then you could say that about the Santa suit. Doesn't have to be Christmas, right? I mean, still winter.
No, okay.
Well, no. Snow is definitely winter, but Santa has to be Christmas.
Yeah, I know.
But
he wouldn't be dressed as anything else, handing out money that was taped to his chest.
Yeah,
he was only able to do that because he was intending to be Santa.
And hose party, you know, he could do that. So there's options. It could be a Disney party. He could be Scrooge McDuck. Who knows? But
just a rich eccentric too.
I'm surprised the one that you didn't use was when Jesus came out. Like, that's an obvious part of the movie that you have to have.
Yeah,
for Christmas.
That's true.
I guess Easter. But
there you go.
You don't really. Most people don't even think of him. Well, he's not really. Yeah. We'll just move on.
Yeah.
So that was Office Christmas Party. Any other
so where do we sit on it, by the way, after that? Like, where are we at on, is it a Christmas movie?
Is this a Christmas movie? Absolutely. Well, for me, I believe it's a Christmas movie. I don't know about Todd over there.
No, I said I could while I considered it before, I said there might be, because of my argument, might screw it up. but it actually doesn't. So my argument still stands.
Okay, then. So be it.
So I'll pull
Judge
the
for
spoilers.
yourself.
Yeah.
Where
there
is
I
it
go.
available streaming anywhere, Todd?
You can, it's streaming like PVOD if you want to rent it or stuff. Right now, it's not streaming on any services, but I wouldn't be shocked to see this end up on Paramount Plus anytime soon.
Got it. All right, then. That was Office Christmas Party, and we'll be back next week with a new episode where we will be reviewing another Christmas film starring Steve Martin, Mixed Nuts. Looking forward to that. I've actually never seen it, so looking forward to watching it for the first time and discussing that with you guys next week. So
can't wait.
Todd, Greg, anything else you'd like to say before we head out for the night?
I'm just looking forward to next week. Sounds great.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The world famous juggler Greg and Flesh Wound producer Todd, and I'm Ozzy V, and we'll see you next week right here on Flesh Wound Farce.